Welcome to Four Guys with Quarters, episode 2 of season 2. And I have the fabulous Zebra Fries, aka Taylor, and awesome ZPCI assassin with me tonight, and your host, Italian Clowns. And tonight we'll be discussing the new Modern Warfare, Team Sonic Racing, Layers of Fear 2, some E3 stuff, predictions, guesses, whatever you want to call it. And then Taylor might talk about a movie that she recently saw. So let's go ahead and get right into it. Hey, Assassin, what's going on? Never miss an episode. How are you doing today?
Fine, I think. Yeah.
All right, awesome. I'm glad you think you're doing fine. That sounds good. That's a positive thing. Daz, I think that means petition time.
No, Daz, if you're cool, no petitions.
And Zebra Fries, what's going on?
Hey man, I'm good. I know I'm doing good.
I'm glad to hear that. Well,
Boy.
I want to give a huge shout out to Tick affiliates, tickgamesnetwork.com. We are affiliates, and we are proud to be affiliates under their podcast, The Circle. They're awesome guys. Go check them out, their website, their reviews, everything they do. Check out some of the affiliate podcasts as well, such as Next Level Gaming Podcast, Next Podcast, all good stuff. So yeah, check that out. And I'd like to go ahead and shout out J-Dubs, a.k.a. Graphic God, for his XboxGamerPicks.com, where you can get your awesome avatars for whatever you need. If you're doing YouTube, if you're not doing YouTube, whatever it is, Twitter, anything social media, he can create it. He is the Graphic God. And without further ado, Assassin, I'd like to go ahead and talk about, this awesome game that we had a chance to play called Team Sonic Racing.
Oh, don't get me started on that game.
Oh, you know what? Real quick. You shout out to Dazcast as well. That is an awesome podcast. Daz is an awesome dude, UK Dazarus. He is good at Mortal Kombat, but he's excellent at Scorpion, so you just got to freeze him, and then you can win. And we could probably beat him in Team Sonic Racing as well. So you shout out. Thanks for all your moderation, Daz. You are the best moderator in the universe, in the world. Can't thank you enough. I need to send you a bunch of yoo-hoo. And
Do you, though?
yeah, we do. So, Assassin, go ahead and talk about Team Sonic Racing. Tell us, your thoughts, your opinions, how much fun you had.
Okay, so think of Mario Kart, and then put Sonic in there with all his Sonic friends, and and then take the fun away. That is, for me, Team Sonic Racing. It is not fun. It is, the only thing good about it is I think the racetracks are excellent. They are so different. There's good aspects of them, but the whole experience gets ruined by everything else in the game. I think Clowns can say this because we were having so much problems. We were playing on normal, right? And we weren't playing on hard or any of that other stuff. And we were getting our ass kicked. I swear, though, the AI are like they have like a rubber band to you. So like if you get too far, somehow they magically catch up. Boosts don't really seem to actually boost you, which is a weird thing. And it's not fun. I don't know what else to say.
Well, I will say this. I thought, like, some of the characters in the game are really cool. I'm glad Sonic's in there, Knuckles is in there. Shadow, Sonic's girlfriend, whatever her name is. I can't remember her name. Sorry, guys. But I thought...
Amy.
Is that it?
Yeah, it's Amy, isn't it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Amy.
Sorry.
Yes. Glad Amy's in there, too. But, yeah, so this game's kind of... It's kind of like forced fun. It's fun with friends. If you probably have like 4 or 5 friends getting on there, it's probably a lot of fun. Probably fun with your kids. It's like a family game. Nothing's gonna go wrong in Sonic. But when we were playing against the CPU, there were a couple things that seemed kind of off. It was like the big, bulky characters. Oh man, what was his name? Dr. Robotnik, some egg dude. Yeah, like those characters for some reason ended up in like second place sometimes. And we had faster cars. Our whole team was faster. But these things just like Assassin, can you explain what happened?
I don't really remember. You probably remember more than I do.
Yeah, that's how excited Assassin was over this game. So yeah, like I mean, some of these characters are slower, just ended up in front of us, and it didn't even seem like they did anything. Like they didn't do speed boost, they didn't like use special abilities to knock me and Assassin off the map. They just like randomly just got in front of us, and that was it. I mean, they were in first place, and we weren't sometimes, and yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
and they weren't like first place by like a second or like 2 seconds. Like they were in front of us for like 30 seconds ahead. Like just magically they just went right past us.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of weird, and there were some like the map designs are great, like Assassin said. I will agree there that I like the way they designed the maps. There was the pyramid map. It kind of felt like a copy of Mario Kart's Boo Haunted Castle, whatever it is. Like some of the stuff in there seemed kind of similar, even though it was different. Hard to explain unless you play it. And then in the casino map, Assassin had a lot of fun when the dice fell on his car, and he's like, "What is this big block that fell on me?"
Oh my god, yeah. It's just like those environmental things. Like magically rocks will just start growing out of the ground. And if you don't have a big car, you're gonna like wipe out. It's so stupid, man.
And there was one map in particular. Again, I don't know the name of it. Sorry, guys. But it's where like the whole road turned like a light pink, and
Oh yeah, yep. I remember that map.
and Assassin, he talks about being colorblind a lot, and that was like really difficult because when we were playing, he's like, "Where the hell's the road at? I don't even see the road." And I'm like, "Assassin, just keep driving. You're on it."
Yeah, thanks for the AI that were in front of me who led me through that. That was painful.
Yeah, so I mean, there's some things I think they could have done better with the game, like colorblind assist. I don't think we went over the options that well, but it's something that they should have thought of when they incorporated the light pink road. Other than that, I thought the music was good. The sound effects were fantastic, and there was like this feature in the game where you could pass your like what is it called? When you get those special pickups, you can pass them from player to player. And when you're playing with a bunch of AI, all of a sudden I just kept getting requests to like pick up their items. Like, hey, you want a speed boost? Hey, do you want to drop a big block from the back of your car? Hey, do you want a rocket? So, I mean, that was kind of fun in team racing, right, Assassin?
Yeah, I like that aspect. I wish Mario Kart would have something like that. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I don't recommend picking up the game. It's definitely, I think it's $40. Like, I feel like it's a ripoff. It should be like 20.
And there's another thing too, like you get these credits, and you can earn a lot in team racing compared to like regular racing. So with these credits, you open up crates, and they give you like things for your car, like new wheels, special engines, legendary items. And what I found kind of concerning, and I don't know if maybe in the overall picture, it outweighs the game, like it outweighs itself, but it seemed like when I went to an online match, my Tails car was OP because we earned so many crates, and I had like a legendary engine piece. So I thought that was kind of off a little bit. I think it needs balancing. Is there any better way that you can describe it, Assassin?
Not really. I mean, you described it, I guess, pretty well. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
know.
So I mean that's Team Sonic Racing in a nutshell. If I had to rate the game, I'd probably give it a 5 out of 10. Assassin, where are you at with this?
Uh, 6, I guess.
That's generous. I mean, that's not a bad score. That's better than average.
Sure.
Yeah, Assassin's like, yeah, let's just go with that before I change my mind and lower it to a 3. All right, so, next topic I wanted to get into is, and this is something Assassin actually had played a lot more of than I have had a chance. It's Layers of Fear 2. You may have noticed him streaming it a little bit if you check out his channel. And if you do, there's always that, subscribe button for affiliates, which is pretty cool. Assassin, so tell us a little bit about Layers of Fear 2.
So Layers of Fear 2 is like Oh, what is it? What's the word I'm looking for? Well, it's not scary. Even though they say they have fear in the title. Um, oh, what's the word I'm looking? It's not an open world. What's the other type of game like Call of Duty is for the story? I can't linear. It's a linear game, and like some of the aspects are like really cool. Like there was a part where you looked at a mannequin and then you had to turn around, and then like all that like the scenery changed, or there was another mannequin in your face. And you turn around and there's like another mannequin in your face. Like they keep on getting closer, and like that's really cool. And like all the environments and music, and the voice actor, I forget his name. I think he was in the movie Candyman. I just can't remember his name. It bothers me that I can't. But like all that is really nice. But then you progress, and then the game just throws you this stupid little curve where someone chases you, right? And the whole game sucks pretty much after that. Um, when he gets close, your camera goes to like your sensitivity went from like 10 to 1, so you can't like move. You die immediately. Um, what else? It made the game terrible for me, and I stopped playing it. I don't really want to go back because of those sections. It is just absolutely terrible design. It's never needed. It should have just went back to there were some puzzles and some like jump scares, but they were very predictable, so they weren't really scares. So yeah.
Yeah, so, Taylor, have you had a chance to see anything in Layers of Fear 2?
I've seen a little bit about it. Basically, what I've seen has been like it's a sequel on a boat. That's all that I've seen for it.
Well, you're not missing out. I'm-
Well, I haven't had a chance to play it, but I've watched a few streams of it, and I never realized that Layers of Fear was kind of like this style of game where you like randomly touch objects and move them, and then proceed through the game in a linear fashion. I thought it was more like kind of Outlast where you're running around, someone's like out to get you. My daughter also streamed this game for the ending, and she beat the game I think in like 6 hours and got the good ending. And now she's playing through it again a second time, and she's like 4 hours in and about to get the other ending. So I don't know what that is, but at least that's what she's telling me. I've never took an interest in horror games to be honest with you, except for Five Nights at Freddy's. I thought that was kind of cool because it reminded me of like Chuck E. Cheese, and I'm big on nostalgia. But Layers of Fear 2, I could not see myself getting into this game.
yeah, there's a lot of walking and opening doors. That's probably 90% of what I've played, and then the other like 2% is like a puzzle, and then running away from a creature that I think has no place in the game whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of awkward if it doesn't fit in with the story. Um, but I think that as far as horror games go, it's more of like a jump scare kind of thing with the music, the rate setting, the sound effects, and I think people like that stuff. I think that's why it does well with horror fans, suspense fans, is because it's that the sound effects that really get you in these games.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you think that you'll end up finishing the game?
Well, I'm at a part where I constantly get killed by the creature because the camera moves at one sensitivity. So no.
Taylor, do you think you'll end up playing this game?
Probably not because I am the biggest baby when it comes to horror games, but I love horror movies. So,
It's literally not scary. Like all the jump scares, you're like, they're coming like a mile away. Usually, sometimes you don't know those type of things, but you see them so easily.
that doesn't even matter. Like if I can watch like a playthrough of a horror game and know every single jump scare that is going to happen, but when it comes to me actually having to force the jump scare, I will sit there for 25 minutes and I will not do anything. I
Well,
am a baby when it comes to playing it.
then maybe stay away from the game.
Sad it points to
I'll
the
do
obvious.
I'll watch a playthrough all day, but I will not play the horror game myself.
Well,
Assassin,
that'd be nice to know.
if you had to rate the game, what kind of rating would you give it?
Oh God, I'm gonna do a different scale. It's better than Rage 2.
What? Daz, I need a what in the chat right now, buddy.
But Taylor's gonna hate me for this. But worse than Dishonored.
Oh,
Well,
God.
I guess worse than Dishonored 2. Well, I didn't play Dishonored 2, so Dishonored 1. So there you go. I guess that's a positive but negative.
Yeah, I will say
Get
that.
out.
You know, Assassin, I am going to end up getting Dishonored 2. It's getting to that price point where I want it. And I think I'm going to actually play through it and enjoy it.
You
Oh
will enjoy it 'cause
God.
it's a great game.
Assassin.
10 out of 10.
Are you
Well,
like?
not. I won't give it
Uh,
10 out of 10. But
no, game sucks.
not 10 out of 10.
Don't uninstall
You haven't
it.
played it. You can't.
The first one sucks. The
I'm
second one's
leaving.
gonna suck more.
I kind of like
I'm
the first
quitting
one.
mid-podcast.
I kind of like the first one, though. Like, I'm not going to lie. I don't think it was the greatest game, but I will say that I had fun being stealthy and sneaking around. And at first I was upset with 2 because I felt like it was kind of like a clone copy. But, you know, people keep telling me it's a good game, so I think I'm going to get that downloaded and hope you don't uninstall it, Assassin. Hope you give it a chance.
I'll give it a chance, but I'll know
Gonna-
it sucks 99% of the time. The other
Wow.
1% will be me uninstalling it and having a great time.
Listen to this guy, and this is how he feels about Call of Duty, right? I mean, because that's like the next thing we're going to talk about here is all this Call of Duty hype, right? Let me go ahead and get that image up there. Sorry for the white background. I'm going to fix that. But Taylor loves Call of Duty too.
Yeah,
Oh, I love Call of Duty
adores
so
it.
much. It's my favorite thing in the entire world.
See?
See,
Ooh, I love to
she
play it.
confirmed it.
So there's been a lot of leaks on Call of Duty Modern Warfare, or I wouldn't, no, maybe not a lot of leaks, but like a lot of information coming out, I guess, that they want people to know about. And Assassin, can you go ahead and devolve into this information for us?
Yeah, so the next Call of Duty is called Modern Warfare. It's a soft reboot. It's nothing to do with the original COD 4, MW2, or MW3. It's going to have some of the same characters that we knew from the Modern Warfare series, like Price, for instance. Supposedly Soap and some of the other guys are going to come back, which I hope. I think they were pretty cool in the original Modern Warfare trilogy. But as for what we already know as for the campaign, this game, like they keep on telling you, it's going to be like a realistic like game. So, and it's going to like blur the lines between good and bad. What I mean by that, like there's a bunch of YouTubers that were flown out to California or whatever Infinity Ward is, and they saw some campaign things. So like for instance, there was a terrorist attack in London, and they had to, I guess these SEAL guys had to storm a building, and all these people are in like civilian clothes. They didn't wear like, Russian armor or whoever the bad guys are in this game, and so they had to make decisions on who to kill, who to save, and there's times where like this lady who had to run to their baby, like they were about like to kill her or something. There was things like that where you kind of have to make those decisions if you want to kill civilians or not, or you can kill your teammates and stuff, and because friendly fire is a big thing. And apparently I guess one of the other missions, like you're a 9-year-old girl who, when you're in like Afghanistan or something, and the Russians thought your family was terrorists or bad guys or whatever, and you see your father get killed, and when you have to like sneak around the house and try to kill this person as this 9-year-old girl, and apparently when they leave, they see this playground totally killed. There's a bunch of little kids killed by gas or something, and like you don't see that in games these days because everyone's so like PC or whatever.
Well, I am kind of shocked. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm kind of shocked that they are that they are doing something like this. I know in the past there was talk on the internet that, at least with Modern Warfare 3, people were upset that they always try to make, and this is coming from the international community, not me by any means, but people on different forums were upset that they always made American soldiers look like the heroes because some people in other countries feel like that their country is being invaded. Now, from my perspective, I agree with what Call of Duty has portrayed. That's just me, but yeah, so I'm kind of shocked that they would go ahead and take on something so controversial like this. And I know that in one of the games canceled before Rainbow Six Siege, they were gonna do Patriots, I think it was, and it was like something with domestic terrorism, something strange. But they decided to nix that one and go to Siege. Or I'm sorry, I am totally off. I'm thinking of Ubisoft now. Sorry guys. Daz, can I get a what in the chat? I need like 4 whats right now. I didn't have enough caffeine. So I'm kind of surprised that they are doing this though, Assassin. If they're showing like the kids in the homes and stuff, I think it feels kind of graphic.
Yeah, but I mean, Infinity Ward in the past, before they did Ghost, they've always had some kind of like that, like a whole city getting nuked, or the No Russian mission, or in Modern Warfare 3 when all the gas attacks happened. Like you were when you saw that happen, you were the point of view of a father, and you saw your mom or your wife and your kid get blown up by this gas attack. So they've always had these things, and I mean, we should always. I mean, we shouldn't always have these type of things, but it's nice to not have something totally different, and might be controversial, but it's happening in this real life. Not everything is all rainbows and sunshine, as I've heard some people call it.
So when people are saying that this, besides just that scene, but they were talking about something about, was it a Russian scene, Assassin?
Yeah,
What is that?
because in past Call of Duties, you weren't just one person running through it, right? You're always like, especially like Modern Warfare 2, you were different characters at different points, and like I guess that they're going to go back to that. So like, you're not always going to be American soldier killing people. Like you're going to be American soldier, yes, but you could be a Russian, I guess, in the few chapters. You can be that 9-year-old girl, I guess. That I guess it's like a prologue to her story and when later in the game, I guess she's going to be all grown up, but she's going to be, that the whole different side of the war. She's going to be like a rebel, in Afghanistan or wherever she is, and stuff. So you're going to see different points of view other than what we see in America.
Yeah, Shizno in the chat says that he likes the sound of the new COD game, but he honestly doesn't know if it's going to be any good till he plays it. It just might be the same old stuff. So I kind of agree with him. Like, is this going to be like every other COD game, a watered down, diluted version each year that's rushed out, and full of microtransactions? I mean, it's getting out of control. But at the same time, I really hope this goes back to like the roots of Infinity Ward when I used to love their stuff and they were good. I really loved Modern Warfare 2 and 3. 3 is my favorite. It's the best one. Even if Assassin doesn't agree, it is the best one. So yeah, I mean, I kind of hope they go back to that kind of style, boots on the ground. And I'm not sure how fans are going to feel. I know Treyarch is known for the zombies, but it seems like that this one is not going to have like zombies or even aliens, or what's it going to have for that kind of stuff?
Supposedly it's going to be like Spec Ops. We saw that in MW2 and 3, which is probably good. Like I said in the beginning, they want a more realistic kind of game. So zombies and aliens doesn't make sense, right? Unless they're real and we don't know about it.
The truth is out there.
Yeah, so I mean, that's nice because the zombie community. I mean, just look at Treyarch this past few months. The zombie community gets shafted on everything. No matter the Call of Duty game, they get like no updates. They get no content. They get nothing. Like there's a feature that they announced over a year ago from Treyarch for zombies, still not in the game. Like So I don't know, like, if they have like a team of 2 over there for all the zombies or whatnot, but like it's about time we don't need zombies every year. Like Treyarch should just stay with zombies. Having no zombies probably means more multiplayer stuff, more spec ops or whatever the new co-op mode is. And no battle royale, at least that we know of, means maybe multiplayer will get some more love unlike Black Ops 4, which gets no love.
What about the everybody gets a kill kind of thing when a bullet's in them?
Oh my god, I don't know if that's in there like Overwatch, but I'll because the multiplayer the information there isn't really much. Like we know there's crossplay. People thought that it was just going to be PC and console, but I guess it's been confirmed that it's PS4 versus Xbox versus PC. Supposedly, it's going to be Fortnite style crossplay for PC versus console, where if you have a PC friend, you join their lobby, you'll play against PC. But if you don't have a PC friend, you will not play against PC, which is great, I think. PC will have advantages all over the place. There won't be a traditional season pass, so who knows what that means. Um, so all the maps will be free, but PlayStation has exclusivity deals for new content, which is bullshit because they'll have stuff that we won't have but will be against them, which is stupid. And there's no stupid little specialists that hold your hand and get you free kills.
Assassin, for the chat, can you clarify? This one, is this being done by Infinity Ward or Treyarch?
Infinity Ward. So, and Infinity Ward in the past, they've always been good with their microtransactions. Treyarch, not so much. I think they just don't care. Unlike Infinity Ward, I know with Infinite Warfare, like they gave Season Pass owners all the DLC guns for free, like the base versions. The rest were in supply drops, like that had like skills and stuff attached to them. And I think they were pretty well done for compared to Treyarch, who puts everything behind paywalls and stretches it out to make it look like they have a lot of content, which they don't.
Taylor, do you think that you'll be playing this or picking it up or checking it out?
Maybe, maybe I've gotten really busy. I've barely been able to play a lot of games recently. I'm really trying to get back into gaming, but I'm very like cherry picking the games that I'm playing. We'll see with Call of Duty. If you guys bug me enough with it, maybe I'll play.
Nice.
Get it, get it, get it, get it.
I shouldn't have said that because I'm just gonna get like 300 messages from Assassin now. It's gonna be to shut Assassin up so that I'll get it. That's what it's gonna end up being.
Well, I mean, we've only been in the podcast for like 30 minutes and we ran through these topics. I mean, it's been a really quick week, to be honest with you, outside of controversies on Twitter, which, we won't discuss. But the next topic is going ahead and it's going to be the E3 topic. So I'll go ahead and bring up that picture with my awesome Elgato Stream Deck. And it's not a plug. I just like it so much because I can hit the buttons and the pictures pop up. Maybe I'll have to make a Yoo-hoo one for Daz one day. So, I mean, E3 is coming around the corner, guys, and this is like an exciting time because there's so many things going on at E3. Different announcements, different games that we're hoping to see, trailers we're hoping to see. So, I'll get to you, Taylor, first. What are you hoping for this E3?
New Elder Scrolls. I'm so excited. They gave us like a tiny little teaser last year, and I'm hoping to see some more stuff about it this year. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I mean, from the little teasers that we've seen, it looks really good.
It looks beautiful. I'm so excited.
The only thing I hope for is that the engine is not as buggy as the same engine they've been using for everything else in the past. I'm really
is it Elder Scrolls if it's not buggy?
Well, I mean, you can jump up mountains, right? If you get that glitch right, you can just keep
Exactly.
jumping up the mountains.
Exactly. And you can't even get around Skyrim if you can't jump around a mountain.
I mean, that is true. I mean, how can you be the hero, the Dragonborn, if you can't leap across the mountain?
Exactly. You can't get to like half the places on that are on mountains if you can't jump up the mountain.
Hopefully, they'll incorporate steps. Maybe the Elder Scrolls Advanced in Civilization
No, they
technology.
won't. No, they won't. There are no steps. Unless it's a completely flat land, there will be no steps up the mountain.
Well, I'm pretty
Ladders.
ladders or dragons, right? Just fly up there.
There you go. Gondolas, even though that doesn't exist in the universe. Just get a mod.
I
Yeah,
wonder where it's going to be set at, though.
that's a good
That's
question.
the way you said question.
You know, I hope that this setting is, man, and this is probably gonna upset some Skyrim fans out there, but I hope it doesn't have a lot to do with like the Dark Elves. Like I hope it has to do more. I like the Nords, you know, they're my favorite in Skyrim, so I hope it has
Lame.
a. The Nords are so cool.
They're not that cool.
They can wield.
I'm sensing some hate
They
from
can
old
wield
Taylor
some
over here.
awesome shields and swords and have awesome armor.
Yeah, we don't
They're
look like giant
basically
cats.
just human. They're not that cool.
They're so cool though.
No, they're not. The only thing that they really have is that they're more resilient to the cold.
Yeah,
That's all the Nords are.
that is so awesome.
No, there are so many other races that have cooler things.
My
Like,
my dragon board was a Nord.
Yeah, of
yeah.
course it was.
What, out of curiosity, what was yours, Taylor, when you played Skyrim?
I would go Breton because I would do a lot of magic,
Okay.
or I would do a wood elf because I would also do a lot of archery.
Oh, elves! Oh, I can't take it, elves.
A
No.
wood
Okay, there's
elf.
gonna be elves in the next Elder Scrolls game. Just calm
There's
down.
gonna be Nords too.
Yeah.
There's
So
gonna be all the races. You can still play any of the races.
Maybe the Nords will dominate and take over.
Oh,
No?
like they
yeah,
did
about
in
that.
Skyrim?
Yeah. Yeah. Like they did in Skyrim.
Okay, you racist.
No, I just like the armor. I just think they look so much cooler with the armor. And like I feel like that I can't relate to like a dark elf or like a orc or
giant
anything.
looking cat.
Or yeah, or a Khajiit, whatever they're called if I pronounce it
Yeah,
correctly.
Khajiit.
I just feel like I can't.
But the Khajiit has wares.
Yeah, they do. They're great with their wares. That is true. You can also just like rob them in Skyrim as a Nord, which my Nord
You
did a
can
lot.
rob them as anything.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm just talking from my Dragonborn perspective. So, anything else that you're hoping that they show from Bethesda?
Not specifically Bethesda. I mean, I'm excited from anything from Bethesda because I love that company with all my heart. Um, but that's the thing that I'm most excited for. And if I'm hoping that we get like a fall 2020 release date, because if we do, then I was correct. Like from, I think it was 2017 podcast where I said it would be a 2020 release date for the next Elder Scrolls. Uh, yeah, so if we get a 2020 release date, I'll be very happy because I'm gonna feel like, what is it called? I want to say fortune teller, but that's not right. A person that can see the future, but it might be 2021 that will get it. But from Bethesda, really all I care about is Elder Scrolls this year. But the other things that I'm really excited for is Halo Infinite. So those are like my two top things this year.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you. I am excited for Halo Infinite. And I'm not like the biggest Halo fan, as you guys know, but I'm really looking forward to this one. And this isn't any spoilers, Assassin. This is just from what I heard is that Cortana, Microsoft stated they're going to keep Cortana on the path that she's on. And I guess little bit things can change. You can change that path or whatnot, but I like the evil Cortana, and I just, oh man, that is so awesome to me. I think it's so cool what they did to Cortana, and she just seems like a badass right now.
I
And,
mean, that was obvious from how they ended Halo 5. They
yeah,
were keeping her evil. But it's going to be more focused on Master Chief instead of how they kind of split it up between the two squads.
yeah.
Yeah.
And also look forward. We're supposed to get Steve Downs back on as well. He does the
Are we?
voice. Yeah, we are. He said he'd come back on. That's what he told me. So we're supposed to get him back on after Halo Infinite drops. He just can't talk about it while it's under NDA. So I mean that makes
Right.
sense. So we're supposed to get him back on. So guys, look forward to that. That's gonna be kind of cool. Taylor's probably gonna be like, "Oh my God, Steve Downs again." That was
Oh,
awesome.
I guess who's not going to talk that whole podcast again?
You know, I
Clowns.
No, I said like 3 things that entire podcast. I was so nervous.
hey, that's all right. Xbot talked more than all of us. He was really good at
Yeah.
talking on that one.
Yeah.
And he adores Halo like more than anybody else I know, and he was able to hold that one together. So shout out to Xbot for that. That was awesome.
Yeah. Thanks, Xbot. You saved us that entire podcast because all of us were scared. Well, I was scared.
Assassin, what are you looking forward to?
Let's see. For Bethesda, Elder Scrolls, like everyone else here, I'm not looking forward to probably some Dishonored news. I hope there isn't Dishonored news.
Oh, there!
Please-
I hope there's Dishonored news.
Please stay
That's-
away, Dishonored.
No, I need Dishonored news just so I can talk about it all day, every day to Assassin and just ruin his life. I'll
Oh,
get
you
on
know what?
Xbox all the
We-
time. I'll
we
get in his
should-
parties and we'll just talk about Dishonored.
We should see if we can get some of the voice actors from Dishonored on.
I would
Oh.
cry. I'd scream. Assassin won't be on the podcast.
No,
I'll be there, but I'll be like,
No, Assassin is
Yeah.
not allowed on that podcast.
I can only imagine some of the stuff he might say.
Yeah, he's not allowed on.
yeah.
Inferno was the only one that ever had my back on that. You guys were just mean to me the whole time.
I would say we get Inferno maybe to come if we do get those people, but we can never get a hold of them, unfortunately.
Yeah, hopefully he comes back around on social media because
Yeah.
he did want to be there for the Steve Downs one again.
Yeah.
But yeah, as for Bethesda, Doom. We're supposed to get some Doom news. I can't wait to see more Doom. Even though the first reboot, I guess, was all right. But I'm hoping the second one will be Doom Eternal is going to be awesome. I can't wait to see more of that. And then I hope we get more Elder Scrolls Online news. I know the new DLC is supposed to drop tomorrow, so I don't think we'll get anything over there, but it'd be cool. As for Xbox, like Halo Infinite, I want to see more. I hope, I say this every year, probably for the past 5 years we've been doing this, I want Star Wars The Old Republic to come to console. We need that game. It will make EA and LucasArts or Disney or whatever a buttload of money. Make it happen, please.
Daz, that link, please.
No, wrong game. This is a free-to-play MMO RPG. It's
Daz, the link.
great. No link.
The link.
No link.
I'm gonna ask for the link every time you give me crap about Dishonored.
Oh.
Or bacon flavored soda.
Oh, you brought it up. You brought it up.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna ask for the link again.
As for other Microsoft things, I hope like when they do their indie section, there's a game that's on mobile and their PC, and then there's one of them on Switch. I hope we get the room games. They're like kind of puzzle box kind of games. They're so cool. I hope they come to Xbox. They're more like touchpad and mouse and keyboard type games. So I don't know how well maybe work on the Xbox or PS4, but I hope they come. I recommend checking them out. They're so cool. But other than that, like, I hope we don't get like a lot of PC news. I know they're pushing PC really hard recently, but I don't want to see just only PC games at there like they did with like Gears Tactics or whatever. Like I don't want to see any of that. Just get that on the PC conference show or whatever that they usually have. Um, and then I hope to see some big titles that maybe we haven't seen before, but not Fable. I don't want to see Fable.
What? Daz, can we
Really?
get like 10 whats on that Fable? He doesn't want to see Fable?
I don't want to see Fable this year. I feel like Microsoft's got a good few games coming up. I don't think we need to see Fable for the next 6 years. Um,
Daz is
But-
giving you 10
Daz-
links to the
Dad's got
petition.
the links.
but I am curious to see what Playground Games is doing with their next Forza Horizon 4 DLC because that hasn't dropped yet, and usually it would have dropped a few months ago, like Hot Wheels did. Last game or whatever. So I'm really curious on what they're gonna do.
Are you excited for Ori and the Wisps?
I didn't even play the first one, so no. What else? And then xCloud. I feel like we haven't talked about that. I hope at least preview alpha skip ahead people can finally test this thing. I feel like they've been teasing us to be like, hey, we got xCloud. We've been playing it, but haha, you can't. I hope we can.
See, I agree. I think that they need to show something in xCloud at this E3, and I think they will. I don't know if they'll allow us to test it yet, though, because the last video they showed off some xCloud, people were spot on in the video and looking like an eagle eye and saying that, the latency was off. And so I think they're worried about negative feedback before it's even launched or even in a proper alpha or beta.
Yeah, but if they do like a pre-alpha and make us sign an NDA, right? Like that could still be good. Like I feel like the more we test it, will be better for launch.
Yeah,
Especially with Google launching their stuff.
there'll be somebody out there like.
Oh yeah, there'll be someone out there, but still, it's not going to be like, with Sony when they had PS Now betas, like, and it was awful. Like, it's not probably going to be something like that where people, talk about it. I feel like more people would stick to the NDA.
Yeah, I mean maybe. I mean Xbox fans for sure, but I wouldn't trust journalists from. I hate to say this, but like Kotaku or other places. I think some of them would try to leak something to just get a buzz around their name. So I guess like I would be excited to see some Dishonored 3 stuff. I'm sorry, Assassin. I would be excited
Go away.
because I would like to see if the mechanics are different and with the same stealth, but maybe like newer mechanics, newer engine. That would be kind of cool. I would like to see that. I would like to see the Elder Scrolls as well. I'm really big into the next phase on that and see where it takes us. If it's going to be still within Skyrim or moving on past that or Tamriel, whatever you want to call it. I would be excited for xCloud, obviously. I'm huge on the future of streaming. And I hope that when they talk about it, they talk about 5G as well because I'm curious where 5G is going to fall into this. I heard from people, anonymous sources that I am close to inside the industry, that 5G is a big factor in some of this. So I'm just curious if they got the deal set up properly. And from Microsoft's games, like the biggest thing that I want to see would be Fable. I know a lot of people don't agree with me, but I'm a Fable fanboy. Even Fable fanboys hate me because 3 was my favorite. But I would love to see a reboot of Fable or Fable 4. I know that Twitch had a category for Fable 4, so it kind of
Apparently though, with Twitch like games when you write them down or whatever, apparently people can just put them in there. Like I think Modern Warfare, before the game was actually announced, it was Modern Warfare. Some like journalists put that in there.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so I mean, I think it was just out of pure hype. It wasn't actually like a leak. You know what I'm saying? Just so. I mean, I want to base it off like Fable 4 is coming because it's in the Twitch directory.
I think a lot of Xbox fans are gonna be mad at me, but I am not the world's biggest Gears of War fan but I still hope that we do see something to Gears of War, and I think we will. Gears of War 5. I think that's going to be one of Microsoft's biggest clinchers this E3. So there should be some excitement around that in the esports of Gears of War 5, I imagine. I hope we don't see Gears Tactics or Gears Pop. I'm really not big into those, but I'm sorry if you are. I know
We probably will see some because isn't it supposed to launch soon or something?
yeah,
At least.
yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to see another Halo Wars. Like, I'd be excited
Oh,
about
please no! Get that Halo
Halo
Wars
Wars
2
will not.
trash
that.
out of here.
What?
Halo Wars 2 was awful. The first one was
What?
good. Second one, straight up poo.
Assassin, man, you are. What? I can't even like form a sentence right now. Like,
No
yeah, I'm.
Dishonored. You don't want any Dishonored 3 and no new Halo Wars?
If Halo Wars 3 is like Halo Wars 1, I am so for that. But if it's like Halo Wars 2, I will quickly never look at that game again. I mean Halo Wars 3, not Halo Wars 1.
Thank you
Wow.
for all the what's in the chat. I appreciate it.
Yeah, keep that up, guys. We definitely appreciate that.
And we're not going to get another Halo Wars, at least
Yeah,
right
it's
now.
way
We
too
have
soon for another
Infinite.
Halo Wars.
You think so?
Yeah, they haven't launched Infinite. Why would they launch another Halo game?
Yeah. Because I mean,
Especially
Halo
since
Wars.
it was trash.
Halo Wars also still goes with the storyline of Halo.
Right.
Okay. I mean, that kind of makes sense. But
So,
do you
like,
think
it's
maybe
way too soon for another Halo Wars.
But could they drop Halo Infinite first and then Halo Wars 3? Could they be in development?
They could be in early development of it, but I don't think they would announce anything about it.
Let's
This
just
year.
hope they're in no development of it.
Assassin, you need to leave. You're having a night and you need to go. You need to go take a nap. And
I'm
come
not
back when you're-
tired though. I
You need
don't
to go have a
wanna.
nap, and you need to come back when you're in a better mood.
Well, Shizno and Indie Gamer in the chat were talking about The Last Night and Tunic. So,
Wait, but I've heard those. Can't remember what they are.
Assassin, do you remember what they are?
That the second one he said, all I can think of is the song,
Oh
my God.
goodness.
but I don't know.
The Last Night, is that the new one from the devs from? No, it's probably not. I'm thinking the devs from Oxenfree, but I think they're doing the after party or something. That might be it.
Okay. We're all having a night.
Yeah, we are having one of those days, man. It is Monday, so that happens. What else do I want to see from E3? To be honest with you, like Fable 4 is the only thing I really want to see, and people are gonna be like, "No, clowns! There's so many other great titles that come to E3," and I agree. There's probably a lot of great titles, but for me, Fable 4 is my like gem. That would be like me running up and down the street screaming like, "Oh my God, Fable 4 is coming! Fable 4! Everybody get ready, Fable 4!"
See, that's me with Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, I can see that too with Elder Scrolls.
I'm ready to just like have tears of joy. I've played through Skyrim I don't know how many times at this point. Too many to count, and I've had to delete a lot of saves because I ran out of space. That is how many times I've played Skyrim now.
A lot of times.
I don't know how many hours I've put into the game, and I don't want to look.
You know, but the thing about Skyrim that's so magical is that you can play that game over and over, and
Still find new things.
It feels fresh each time because of the way the story lines go. Like, I mean, you can choose sides, you can kill different NPCs and change a little bit of the game, so it's kind of cool.
Like on my 7th playthrough, I found a different quest line, and I was like, I've never played this before, and I was shocked by that. I was like, I've done everything I've thought, and I was like, nope, it's still finding new things. Great, love that.
Wow.
Yep, I gotta agree. Assassin's has to go back and beat the Hearthstone DLC. He said he did it all, but he didn't do that part.
And I gotta make sure I don't Fush Roda, the orphan lady. In front of all the, because I wanted to adopt a kid, right? and I'm talking to this lady, and I accidentally tapped, I think it was right bumper or whatever, and I just flung her in front of all the kids. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry.
With the old lady or the younger lady?
I don't remember. I just know that the kids didn't want to talk to me after that.
Wow,
That sounds
you scared those kids. Poor kids. Bad assassin.
traumatized them.
Yeah. You
Well, if it helps, I
traumatized-
think I put her in the closet where no kids would go.
Wow.
Amazing.
One thing that we did talk about pre-show, you mentioned that something you'd like to see is like a little bit about Forza DLC. I know that they said they weren't going to announce any new Forza games, or Forza for all you experts out there. I'm sorry I didn't pronounce it Forza. But do you think that we'll see even a little bit of DLC hints?
Well, I said that a little bit earlier, but yeah, I think it's about time. They keep on Twitter like they're like, oh, we're not talking about DLC, but we'll talk about it soon. Which a lot of social media accounts like that should have the trademark right after soon with these type of things. But yeah, I think we'll definitely see some. I think it's about time.
Do you think that we'll see anything from Sea of Thieves, from Rare on that?
They said that they would be there, but the capacity they would be there is more of not to announce really anything. I guess I bet you they'll do like those stupid little things that we see like in posts where how many bananas or fish were caught. I feel like we'll see a bunch of that. I think we'll see some teases, but like from what it seems like over at Rare, like I don't think they know what they want to do. After the anniversary updates, like all their plans were done, and they
Well,
have to continue with something.
I mean, there's speculation that Battletoads is going to be there, right?
Well, yeah, I think they're working with like another company, so I mean, we might see that, but
It's I think it's called Delilah Studios, if I said it correctly. We talked about it on the Tick podcast Saturday night, but um, from what we've seen from Delilah Studios, they made questionable PS3 games that many people were not fans of. So there's some concern that Battletoads might not come out, as a top quality kind of game like we remember it nostalgia wise.
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. But I mean, it's Battletoads, so
Uh, besides Dishonored 3 Assassin, is there anything that you do not want to see there? And besides Fable 4 and Halo Wars 3?
not really. I mean, I really want to see. I'm surprised I forgot about this. Dying Light 2. I know that's supposed to be there. I am so pumped for that game. Could be game of the year whenever it comes out. So watch out, Cyberpunk, if it comes
That
out the
wasn't the
same year.
question, though.
I know, but I can't think of anything that I'm negative for. But I was hyped for Dying Light 2, so I just thought I'd say that.
Anything that you don't want to see, Taylor?
Nothing in particular that I'm not like out. Like, I'm not. I can't think of words. Oh my god, I'm on medication right now. Like, I'm on Topamax, so words are very difficult for me. Um, yeah. So there's nothing that I don't want to not see. I finally figured out how to make a sentence. Good lord. Yeah, but I'm excited for pretty much anything that looks interesting. There we go. I made a sentence, guys. I'm proud of myself.
There you go. There you go. And it didn't involve Dishonored, so, you know.
I hate all of you.
For me, I don't want to see Overwatch. Like, I'm so tired of... I'm going to be honest with you guys. I know there's a lot of fans out there for Overwatch, but I'm just so tired of Overwatch. I feel like that, like, Activision and Blizzard keeps trying to hit different trends periodically with Overwatch just to get people talking, and I feel like they're doing it sometimes just for the hype of the game.
Yeah, but did we see Overwatch last year? I don't think we did.
But don't you think that means that we might see something from them this year?
I mean, not. I don't think so. I mean, we're not going to see Crash because that's Sony, right? We're going to see Call of Duty from Activision. They have a panel on next Thursday. Not this Thursday, but next week Thursday. And then other than that, from Activision, I mean, I guess they could do Overwatch, but why would they? I feel like if anything, that would be maybe the PC, uh, whatever show. I feel like that they have a bigger crowd over there than console.
Yeah, I could see that. Taylor, I know that you are a big Smite fan. Do you think we're gonna see any updates of Smite, or you think that game's pretty much done everything it needs to do?
Not at E3. Um, they don't really do anything at E3 ever because they do updates like every 2 to 3 weeks on their own. So they will never post anything at like major conferences.
I mean, at this point, they probably don't even need to. It's probably like as big as League of Legends and stuff like that, where people are
Yeah,
just so hyped for it because they're into that kind of stuff. So yeah, I think Microsoft's gonna steal the show this E3. I think they're the ones coming out with all this big stuff, and a lot of people have hype around Microsoft games, and I would really like to see Yoshida and Phil Spencer come out on stage. I know that Sony's not going to be there, but I just like them to come out on stage and just be like, "We're moving PS Now to all PS Now to Azure servers. Have fun streaming. It's going to be awesome now." Like, I'd like to see something like that because I really want to get into PS Now, and I can get into XCloud and I can get into Game Pass, but PS Now, it's just, the latency was so bad when we tried it, and I'd like to see it improve so much because there's potential there to play some of that PS3 stuff, get some trophies on there. That would be like a big thing for me. That's something that I personally want to see. I just love technology, and I'm going to keep talking about it because I just love it so much. But yeah, I mean, other than that, uh, whatever you
I
guys.
have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, new hardware? Do you think we're gonna see anything new for like next generation?
Ooh, good question.
I mean, we might get a tease. I know Sony started their, I guess, teases with that article like what 2 months ago now. I mean, I want to put it past them to do something at E3, but I kind of hope we don't. At the same time,
Because I was looking some stuff up and I saw something about Project Scarlet and something about Project Lockhart, which I guess Scarlet is supposed to be like um, the more powerful one, and Lockhart is supposed to be the less powerful one that entices like the more casual gamer to next gen.
yeah. I mean, we'll see.
So
But
I think we'll see some teases on it. I don't know if Microsoft wants to throw out all that information out there yet because I think they were pushing it to uh, what was it, like a mid 2020 release?
probably.
yeah,
So I'm not sure. I mean, I like technology. I'd love to see it, and I know that PS5 stuff is kind of leaking out now. It'd be interesting to see how Microsoft responds to it, if they're going to do anything in E3 or if they're going to wait. Hopefully not to an Inside Xbox. I'll say that much. Um, Anything from Nintendo that you guys want to see? Anything that you're excited for from Nintendo?
I haven't seen a whole lot of stuff for Nintendo come out, or like any articles about speculations for Nintendo even.
yeah. I really want to see what is that game from Platinum Games that they're coming out on the Switch. It looks really good. I totally forgot the name of it. They showed it at one of their directs like a few months ago. Oh, it's gonna bother me now. But that looked good. I hope we see more of that. Let me see if I can find the name of that.
I know like one of the biggest hype games for Nintendo is Animal Crossing. I'm not sure if that's what you might be referring to.
Yes, Animal Crossing. I forgot about that. Ooh, I'm excited now.
I wonder if any of the next Switch designs are going to leak before E3 or during E3 for the Switch Revision 2.
Oh yeah, I mean we might see some of that, but yeah, it's Astro Chain or whatever. That game looked good. I hope we see more of that.
Yeah, so I think pretty much that's like our E3 thoughts, you know. I'm sure more stuff's going to come out during the week, but we'll be able to talk about it after the conference and give our full opinions on that. But Taylor, what have you been up to? What have you been playing lately? Anything going on?
I haven't played anything lately. I've been so busy with a bunch of other crap, with life stuff, that I haven't been able to do anything. I'm trying so hard.
Did you ever get a
So hard.
Switch?
I do have a Switch, and I've barely been able to play it.
Okay. Well,
It's just life.
yeah, yeah. I'll have to see if we can get you some review stuff on the Switch, maybe. You can play on the go or something here and there.
I have a 15-hour road trip coming up. Well, technically,
Nice.
15 hours one way and then 15 hours back. So,
Well, go ahead
hook me up, fam.
go ahead and shout out what you've been doing. Like, where can people find you and everything?
So, started another podcast for myself. It's called the Sunday Hubbub. If you guys want to check that out, that'd be awesome. You guys can find me on Twitter. Everything is still Zebra Fries. I'm going to try and start streaming again soon once I get kind of everything back under control in my life, which trying really hard to do, and it's sort of slowly coming together. um, yeah, and then working on stuff with RT Arizona. Yeah, and then if you guys want to add me on Xbox, that's cool too. But yeah, Sunday Hubbub, working really hard to get that underway. I'm actually filming our third episode tonight. We're doing Pride Month episode. So that should hopefully be up later tonight if you guys want to check that out. That'd be really cool, and I would appreciate that a lot. Well, that's also on Twitter at Sunday Hubbub.
Yeah, you guys should definitely check that out. And for you guys that don't know, RT stands for Rooster Teeth. Zebra Fries is really big into Rooster Teeth stuff.
Which I'm sure we'll all end up making references to that in the next few episodes as well. That's all I ever talk about.
That's awesome. So everybody in this chat that's here tonight, if you can, check out that Sunday Hubbub podcast. Pretty cool stuff that they got going on over there that Taylor's been working on and been doing, trying to get everything together. It's a lot of fun stuff. Real talk from real people. That's the kind of podcast it is. Really good stuff. Assassin, go ahead and tell everybody about yourself and what you're doing.
Oh, I'm Assassin. I live in Wisconsin.
On a farm.
Not on a farm, and no farm animals, no cows, nothing like that. I live by a street. Is that kind of the information you want? Or
no, where can people find you on those lanes of the internet? Yeah.
My address is redacted. But yeah, you can find me on twitch.tv/ZPCI Assassin. I stream a lot of games over there. Tomorrow, some ESO DLC. Can't wait for that. I've been trying to maybe stream some Hunt Showdown, but get into that. But I am such a huge potato with the no aim assist in that game that it's embarrassing, and I want to show that to the world of how bad I am. But yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, definitely check out Assassin on ZPCI. What is it? Twitch.tv/ZPCI_assassin. I always get it confused sometimes, but there's an underscore in there. Check it out. He is an affiliate. You can subscribe there if you like his stuff. Also, follow at the very least and check out his stuff. Be active in the chat. He's a really cool dude. And, every Saturday night you can check out the Tick podcast. We do it around 10:30, 10:45 p.m. Eastern Time. Check out the other Tick affiliate podcasts like Next Podcast, Next Level Gaming Podcast. And I'm sorry if I missed any others, but I believe there's a few others as well. Check that out, tickgamesnetwork.com. We're affiliates, Tick affiliates. Very proud of that stuff. And you know what? I want to give another huge shout out to the graphic god. He has done so much stuff to help a lot of people out. He's a very good dude, very down to earth. His name is J-Dubs, aka the graphic god. Just very cool stuff. You can get an Xbox Gamer Pick at xboxgamerpicks.com. You can do avatars, Twitter, YouTube, I'm sure even Instagram if you want it. Whatever you need it, the guy can do it. He's a genius. He's a very talented guy. And be on the lookout for 4GwQ variant podcast I'm doing with Maverick. We got to get back together. He's been busy working, so a lot of stuff's been going on there. We got a lot of comic book people that we want to interview as well. Taylor, you're always welcome on the show. Assassin, you are too. Yeah, man. So I hope everyone has an awesome night. Thank you for spending your time with us. Shout out to everybody who came out. Like Daz, always moderating, really cool dude. Indie Gamer, Jeepers Creepers, Shizno Elite, Megatron, Stinking Corpse. Every one of you guys, we appreciate the love and support. You guys are the reason why we keep doing this. You guys are awesome. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night.
Bye.